Welcome back to another episode of the NASCAR 25 Career Mode. We are coming off the back of a second place run last episode in Bristol, where we were trying to run down Isabella Robusto at the end of the race, just ran out of time. But you can see actually some big things. The first time we've had a part wear out, so we'll have to buy a new engine. Luckily we do have some money saved up, since we haven't had to buy new parts. So in other, actually first off, we've got a PR opportunity between a minor league game and shop inventory. The minor league game will give us 1100 rep, which will actually put us over the 25,000 you need to hit the truck series. So we're actually going to do that. That's awesome. That means we will be running the truck series next year. Now the thing is, the worn out part, we know it's the engine, so we'll just go in, buy another level 5 engine for $10,000. We'll install it on the car. Work for the week. We should be able to repair everything, especially with needing to change the engine. So yeah, we'll be able to repair everything. We know we're running low on the wear in a couple other parts, so might have to buy some new ones. We have a new sponsor, interest from Clot Synthetics. So we'll have to complete their goal. So we take a quick look at the point standings. We sit in 7th. William Swalch leads the way with 6 wins this year. Brendan Queen 2nd. He still is yet to win. And we've only got 3 races left from Kansas, Martinsville, and Phoenix. But you can see now we've actually hit enough rep to hit the truck series. We just haven't officially unlocked it yet. But we'll head in to race day at Kansas.
We welcome Kansas Speedway. Get ready to feel the thunder of NASCAR and engines roar to life, and the best drivers in the world battle it out on this fast and fierce 1.5-mile triangle. Practice is underway as teams prepare for the race.
Let's rock and roll. See what this hot rod can do.
So we'll head out now for practice. The goal is a top 10, not only for our current sponsor in Holly, but for the new one in Clot Synthetics. Kansas, feel like can be a good track for me. It's going to be mostly flat out through practice and qualifying, as we're going to come out of turn number 4 and come to the line. We were running the outside lane. Across the line, it's going to be a 32.8 flat. As that's going to be our only lap of practice. The goal was a 33.7, but that 32.8 is good enough for the fastest time by 0.3 over William Swalch, Brendan Queen, LeVar Scott, Lawless Allen, the top 5, Jan Kowiak, Kimmel, Raz, Jason Kitzmiller, and Jake Finch round out the top 10 here in practice.
Welcome to qualifying. The engines are fired up and the fight for the pole is on.
Time to do this.
So we'll come out of the pits now for qualifying. Again, the goal, a top 10. Really achievable after what we just saw from practice. As we make our way out onto the track. Just one lap of qualifying here from Kansas, as it is not a short track. We'll come through 3 and 4, ran the middle line, kept it flat. So we come out of turn number 4 now, down the front straightaway, using up all the racetrack. It will be a 32.75, which is good enough for our first career pole, as we beat out Brendan Queen by nearly 2.5 tenths. William Swalch in 3rd, LeVar Scott takes home 4th. Will Kimmel rounds out the top 5. Jankowiak, Allen, Finch, Raz, and Jason Kitzmiller, the top 10.
Let's go trackside now for the command to start this Arc of Menard Series race. Drivers, start your engines!
Crank it up now, time to go.
Here we come now to get the Reese's 150 underway. Starting from the pole for the first time, the green flag is in the air. And like usual this season, it is not a great start. Queen is actually going to beat us to the line. We're now 3 wide for the second spot. We're going to lose out on Sawalich and Scott as well. Here comes Kimmel and Jankowiak around our outside. A terrible start from pole. We're all the way down to 6th, maybe even dropping back another spot. Luckily, though, Lawless Allen going to give us a huge shot down the back straightaway. We'll look through the middle now into 3 and 4. Jankowiak now on our outside. We'll get by him, but Allen looking up our inside through 3 and 4. We get a good exit off the corner. A huge run now with the draft of LeVar Scott. We're back to the outside of Will Kimmel. We thought about looking to the outside of Scott. We'll change our mind. Looking through the middle into turn 1. 3 wide for a second. We've got our bumper there on LeVar Scott. We're going to make the move up the inside. Can we clear him on exit? Think we got the back of Will Kimmel just a little bit. We have cleared LeVar Scott. We're now up the inside of Kimmel for 3rd. Not the ideal start, obviously, dropping all the way back from 6th in the opening couple corners. But we're able to make our way up into the 3rd spot once again. Next in line, William Sawalich. And in front of him, Brendan Queen. Will we be able to run down the top 2? We're going to run the top, really where I felt this car was the best through practice and qualifying. Was not right around the white line on the bottom. It was middle to high lane here is where I was really able to keep the throttle on. So you can see we are closing the gap on William Sawalich and Brendan Queen. We're going to get the draft now down the front straightaway all the way down to the apron onto lap number 4. We are there on the 18 car looking to the outside in 1 and 2. He'll get a good entry into the corner, but we're going to see if we can get the better exit off. A good exit off of turn 2. We are there on the 18 looking to the outside down the back straightaway. Side by side with the points leader William Sawalich. We'll try to run the top through 3 and 4. Really kind of arc in the corner, coming off a little lower. We're going to run up the track into the outside wall, and that'll have to push us back down into the 3rd spot. Unable to complete the move on Sawalich now on to lap number 5. One thing here about Kansas, though, we might have to make multiple pit stops, so it could get interesting with the strategy, who's able to push it longer. But our goal is to just get out front and see if we can control this race as we now head through 3 and 4, running the middle line. The exit of turn number 4, trying to run in Sawalich. We have 2 wins on the year. That was our first career pole, though, here for Kansas. So we really just... we've been able to run out front. We just haven't been able to finish some races. Obviously, like... Richmond comes to mind, where we were leading in that one, sped on pit road. Daytona and Talladega, we were working our way through the field, got caught up in a couple of things. The speeding at Daytona, or no, sorry, the speeding at Talladega, I believe, and the wrecks at Daytona. Or, sorry, not the wrecks. Pit road issues in general at Daytona and Talladega. Now we look up the inside of Sawalich for the 2nd spot. We will take over the spot from William Sawalich, move up into 2nd. Now the goal is to try to chase down Brendan Queen. You can see 4 laps of fuel remaining. We're going to jump up to the outside through 3 and 4, really trying to run down the 28 car for the race lead. Head down the front straightaway, trying to gain on the Pinnacle Racing Group number 28, as we'll head down into 1 and 2, sorry. Once again, up to the top, just where I'm able to keep the most throttle in, which is hurting us in the fuel window. We're down to 3 laps of fuel remaining here on lap number 8, which will mean we're not on track to make it on just 1 pit stop. We'll head through 3 and 4, though, once again. Brendan Queen just up ahead. He's looking for his first win of the year. We're looking for our 3rd. William Sawalich in 3rd, looking for his 7th on the season. As he got off to a rough start, but he has really dominated the second half of the year. As we'll head to the bottom in 1 and 2, trying to close the gap on Queen. 2 laps of fuel as their fuel light comes on. We are to the back bumper, looking down the inside for the race lead into 3 and 4. Side by side with Brendan Queen now, as we're coming through the corner, coming off of turn number 4, door to door. We come a little bit lower, though, off the corner than the 28. Side by side, Queen will lead the lap at the line, but we'll edge ahead now heading into turn 1. Can we make the move on Brendan Queen before our pit stop? Still door to door with the number 28 now, heading out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Side by side for the race lead. We've come off a little lower, won't let him get the side drafts. We'll clear Queen down into turn 3. New leader. As we'll head through 3 and 4, coming out of turn number 4, we're going to look to lead our first lap of the day. Yes, we started from pole, but we haven't been able to lead a lap until now. On to lap number 11. We'll head down into 1 and 2 once again. Really just trying to see when our crew chief is going to call us in as we come off of turn number 2. Down to 0 laps of fuel remaining. There it is, the call from our crew chief. We'll come in this time. We'll make a slight adjustment on the right side. Tire pressures go up a little bit. I wanted it just a tad bit looser now as we'll come off of turn number 4 onto the apron. Will we be able to get it slowed down in time to the pit line? Yes, we do. One of our better pit entries on the season. As we'll make the slow roll down through pit lane. It is going to be 4 tires and 2 cans of fuel. But we know we're probably going to have to make another stop in this one as we pass Zachary Tinkle in the pits already. Trevor Huddleston. As we run over a pit crew member. But it is going to be the 4 tires and 2 cans of fuel for this one. As we'll make our way out of the pit lane now. A 16-1, a slower stop. Here, we'll come out in the 30th spot. LeVar Scott now the race leader as some more pit stops have come down. Sawalich and Queen have both pitted now. As we'll make our way down on the apron, coming out of the pits. Tad Moffitt up ahead, running in the 3rd spot. He'll be coming to the pits this time. That's why he's so low. LeVar Scott coming down this time as well. So we'll make our way out of turn number 4. We'll see where we come out compared to Queen and Sawalich. Not liking the looks of it. As you can see, a lot of cars already out of the pit lane. We'll head now through 1 and 2. We'll get around William Sawalich. That's 4 position. There's Eric Johnson Jr. He's a lap down. We come out behind Brendan Queen, so not a great pit stop for us. Now the goal is going to be to run back in the 28 car. As we know, he'll be the net leader. As Will Kimmel leads the way, but he's on the pit road as well.
That's the halfway mark.
We'll make our way past some of these guys in the pit lane. Brendan Queen takes back the lead. We'll move back into the 2nd spot. Sawalich and Kimmel will fight for 3rd. Sawalich will take it as Kimmel's getting back up to speed. We'll now get in behind the lap car of D.L. Wilson running in the 37th spot. We'll get up the inside of the 39 and make the move on him pretty easily. Queen is just up ahead of us. I believe if he's not the next car in line, he's just up ahead of them. As he'll come across the stripe on to lap number 15. 11 laps to go here from Kansas. As more cars come out of the pit lane. Those are all lap cars. We'll get by Todd Souza as he comes out. believe that's Jake Bowman, yes, up ahead of us in the 33rd spot. You can see Queen up ahead making a move on the inside of a lap car. We'll get by Bowman now through 3 and 4. Put the 19 car a lap down. So we'll come across the front straightaway next in line. Robbie Keneally, as we'll hit 10 laps to go here from Kansas. We just don't have time to even try to save fuel. We're going to have to commit to the second pit stop at this point, as we've only got 6 laps left. Remember, really about an extra lap of fuel, but we're cutting a lap out in turn 2. We'll come out of turn number 4 now. Another good run, trying to run down Brendan Queen. Can we gain time on the number 28? We've been catching a little bit, but I don't know if it's enough. He'll get another lap car in between us. So we'll get right up to the back of Rita Goulet, move to the inside of the number 31, clear her. We'll head down into 3 and 4. The next car in line, Zachary Tinkle in the 30th spot. We'll get by him. Coming down the front straightaway, a good exit off of 4. But again, Queen able to put another lap car in between us. I don't know if we even have enough to run down Brendan Queen in the first place, but we also know that second pit stop is coming up. It's just going to be fuel only. No reason to try to put tires on. As we'll head down into 3 and 4. Isaac Kitzmiller running in the 29th spot. He's the next car in front of us. We'll go around the outside of the number 79 now, heading down the front straightaway onto the apron. The gap hovering around 2 seconds, but Queen's going to get held up a little bit by lap traffic. He can't get to the inside of 1. That's going to really check him up now through 1 and 2. We've closed the gap now on Brendan Queen. Can we get the draft up ahead? We do get a little bit of a draft off of Trevor Huddleston. We'll go to the outside of the number 50 through 3 and 4. Get by him. Next car in line, Tanner Reif. But you can see how much closer Brendan Queen is. He'll cross the stripe now. Hitting 6 laps to go. We'll go up the inside of Reif. Now another car side by side with Queen. We're just trying to run down the number 28. He got by Tim Richmond, who's running in the 26th spot. Fuel light comes on. We've got about 2 laps left. We'll get up the inside of Richmond. Can we take the lead from Queen before our pit stop? He'll get by Ed Pompa now. Pompa running in the 25th spot. We'll get in behind Ed now. Get a good run off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Gap less than a second here with 5 laps to go. We'll head down into 1 and 2. Really trying to run down Brendan Queen. We've moved back to the bottom, seeing if that'll give us anything. So we come off of turn number 2. More lap cars up ahead. Fuel is low. 1 lap left in the tank, and our crew chief's going to call us in this time. It's going to just be a half a can of fuel, nothing else, as we'll head now through 3 and 4, getting set to come to the pits. We'll make this we'll slow down, get down onto the apron, get the car under pit speed. A little bit too cautious coming in with how late in the race it is. But it is going to be about a 3-second stop with only half a can of fuel going in the car, so hopefully we won't lose as many positions as the first one. Obviously, we came out running 30th the first time. We'll make our trek now into the pit stall. You saw how quick Brad Smith's pit stop was. But it will be a 3-second stop. We'll come out now on the apron. Brendan Queen pitting from the race lead. We're running in the 15th spot. He'll head down the pit lane, I believe. Sawalich came in as well. Will Kimmel now leads here at Kansas, and he was one of the guys that pitted later on in the first stint. Is he going to be able to make it to the end? We come out in the 16th spot, just behind Takuma Koga running 15th. As we get a good run through 3 and 4, we'll look to get to the outside of Koga now. Coming off of turn 4, a little bit of door banging with the 12. Can we make the move stick? We'll move up the track, try not to get side drafted. We'll come now into 1 and 2. We actually come out We're running in the 14th spot. We made another pass on a guy in the pits, and I believe that's William Sawalich up ahead, so we had a bad pit stop. Even though it was only 3 seconds, something wasn't equal to the the two guys we were really fighting all race long. As we'll come now to 2 laps to go, it'll be the white flag when Will Kimmel comes across the stripe. We'll get by Laney Bice. I believe that's Jake Finch as well. We just got by. That'll put us into the top 10. White flag is in the air. Final lap for Will Kimmel. Can we run down William Sawalich for the 9th spot? Or will we also gain some spots on cars pitting? There's still more cars coming down to the pits. Tried to push it as long as possible, but are running out. We'll head through 3 and 4 now, coming to the white flag for us. Out of turn number 4, we can actually see the name banner for Sawalich. We'll make up another spot here as some more cars are in the pits. Out of turn 4, though, for the leader, Will Kimmel is going to come across the start-finish line. He'll take a win here at Kansas. Another new winner this season will come off of turn number 2. Next car in line is Sawalich. We're up to the 8th spot with some pit stops. Down into 3 and 4. Do we have enough for the 18? He's going to get by Eric Johnson Jr. We'll get by the 5 car as well. It's not going to be enough for Sawalich. And it's going to be an 8th place finish here from Kansas. So a bit of a disappointing run, but a solid one at that. As we will hit not only our goal, but the new sponsor goal of a top 10. Will Kimmel takes the win over LeVar Scott. Tad Moffitt in 3rd. Greg Van Alst 4th. Brendan Queen still yet to get a win. He comes home 5th. Michael Maples, William Sawalich, myself, Takuma Koga, and Cole Raz round out the top 10. So that'll do it here from Kansas. If you guys did enjoy this episode of the NASCAR 25 Career Mode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.